Yo, what is up, everybody? Tarasco back again. Another tale from the collection titled The Shadow Dies Loudly, written by TL or Berhu. Remember to use the links in the description. Show love to the author. Like, comment, and subscribe. Story 5, Gospel of a Shadow. Wes had a great life. His parents raised him right. He was wealthy. His social status at school was just as perfect as his academic life. He had a loving, cute girlfriend. He had everything a teenage boy could have wanted. But he wasn't happy. In fact, he hated life. He hated people. He hated himself. Every day was the same thing, repeating forever. He would wake up to a perfectly worded good morning text from his girlfriend Sarah. Then he would have a perfect breakfast, dye his perfect hair, and brush his perfect teeth. He would go to school and earn perfect grades. Wes couldn't remember a time when life wasn't perfect. It drove him insane. He would graduate high school, go to some perfect university, and the cycle would continue. Then he would graduate, and he didn't know. Everything was handed to him. He never really earned anything in life. That was the most depressing part of his existence. Eventually, it would end. Perhaps the most disturbing part would be that he still would have life better than most. His parents would take care of him until they died, and he'd earn a massive inheritance. Sarah would stick by his side no matter what. He often fantasized about beating her into a bloody pulp. Probably thank him for it. Everyone loved him. Couldn't stand it. One day in math class, he really started to wonder why people liked him. He was tall, rich, naturally athletic, and charismatic. But he was useless in his own mind. He never felt that he contributed to anything in his entire life. And yet, people loved everything he did and everything he didn't do. There was another boy in his class that was just like him, Cody. His entire being was almost identical to Wes's. Yet, he seemed genuinely happy. This angered Wes. This disgusting thing drove Wes deeper into the bottomless black tar pit of insanity, and he wondered if he would ever reach the bottom. Maybe Wes should kill himself. No. He'd become a martyr for something. People would cry and remember him forever. They'd probably name a part of the school after him. The train of thought filled Wes with rage that couldn't be comprehended, not even by him. He nearly blacked out when Cody tapped him on the shoulder and invited him to his house party. Wes literally stared back at him, said nothing, and Cody couldn't have been happier. Everyone just assumed Wes was going to the party. The cycle of Wes's life coasted by like it always did. Every day being the same. Next time Wes had a conscious thought was Saturday night, the night of the party. Wes walked into Cody's house. It was just as big as his own. To Wes, it was identical. However, Wes was surprised to walk into an empty house. For once in his life, he felt a new sensation. Was it confusion? Perhaps fear? This caused Wes to become excited. It was an emotion he hadn't felt in such a long time. He couldn't really remember the last time he felt it. He walked into the basement, and there was Cody, just standing there. Hello, Wes? What's up? You know why you're here. Wes didn't say anything. He genuinely didn't know. I know you think you don't know, but you do. Or at least a part of you does. I see it in your eyes. You despise your life. You despise the very concept of life. How did you know? Because I hate this fucking thing too. The same thing every fucking day, and everybody loves us. We have the big houses, the hot girlfriends, the perfect grades, and the perfect families. We both can't wait to die. A part of us thinks that this is already hell itself. What should we do about it? I can't go on anymore, Cody. There's nothing for us out there. Don't worry. I found something worth staying for. Cody, please, tell me. The meaningless... I wish to say it was killing me, but that would be too good. You remember Mr. Sung? That drunk disappeared? I killed him, Wes. It was orgasmic. Watching the blood spill from the gash in his neck. You know, that indescribable hatred you feel? This was indescribable love, Wes. I went home and fucked Kara, and it was the only time I actually enjoyed sex. I found the secret. The meaning of life. There is no meaning. Only death and power. That is why we have to kill each other. The biggest smile appeared on Wes's face. He had butterflies in his stomach when Cody lunged at him. Wes was stronger and faster though, so he grabbed Cody's neck and stopped him in his tracks. The two young men were on the floor. Wes pressed his thumbs together, closing Cody's windpipe. His cock swelled with blood and excitement, but in no way sexual. His body was confused, pure excitement. He heard a crack, and Cody went limp. But not before he smiled one last time. Cody gave Wes a very important gift, the gift of meaning. He dug the poor bastard a shallow grave in his backyard and went home. He was finally happy. Finally happy. Finally with a purpose. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the